record. Here we go. So today is Thursday, June 11th. So we are not even halfway through the month. So that is good because that means we have plenty of time to meet our goals if we are not there yet. I wanted to just start tonight by just recognizing a couple people on our team that are on the board with Success Club points and helping people. So Heather is at six Success Club points. So she's helped 3 people so far, and she hit her goal of Emerald. So that's exciting. Abby's got 2 on the board. Yay. Rachel's got 2. Shelly's got 2, and Trina's got 2. So everybody's helped at least one person. Our goal every month is to try and help at least 3 people. That helps you to get to Success Club, and it helps you to get your business up and going. So, like I said, it's only the 11th. There's still plenty of time. You can go, honestly, from 0 to 10 in a matter of a weekend. It's very possible. We lost Bob. That's all right. We'll keep going. Hopefully he'll get back on. One thing I wanted to mention, so I am ordering some team t-shirts. If you have hit Emerald or you're close to Emerald, then we've probably already spoken about getting a size for you. Everybody's hopefully goal is to hit Emerald, so let's talk about a size. If you want to purchase your own or you want to buy more than one, so you have one to wear when the other one's in the wash, whatever you want, let me know so I can make sure I order some extras as well. It's a friend of mine. He's doing screen printing. He just started business, so I'm trying to support his business and then get us something that we could wear. It's actually going to look really cool. It says Team Limitless on the front, and it's got our little logo, and the back has a bunch of different Beachbody programs. Like it'll say PIO, T25, and a bunch of stuff on the back. So those are really great, what we call wear and share, an opportunity for while you're out and about, people seeing it. And I have had lots of people ask me questions. I have my Shakeology hat on, and I've had, I wear that hat, and almost every time I've worn that hat, I've had somebody ask me, hey, have you tried that? Or what do you, something about Beachbody. So it's a great opportunity to meet new people, have them ask you what you're doing. So if you're interested in a t-shirt and I haven't talked to you about a size yet, make sure you message me with a size or if you want extra t-shirts. So for our groups, we have our ongoing group right now, our summer sizzle group, and I think it seems to be going well. We have a couple people posting regularly. I just added a bunch of people for our 21-day fix, so if you have anybody, just add them in. We are not doing anything separate for the Fit by the 4th. We're just going to add everybody in. I'm going to try and make a few more specific 21-day fix posts, since looks like these next couple of weeks have a lot more 21-day fixed people in our accountability group than any other program. They'll still stay generic, but I am trying to add a little bit more specific, since we have a lot of the Fit by the 4th people in there now. You can still advertise that. I'd say probably for another couple days, because even if they start middle of next week, they'll be fit by like the 8th instead of the 4th. So you should be still good. After that, we'll just change the ad. So just keep an eye out for me, and I'll change it to Are You Beach Ready or something like that. So we can still promote 21-day fix, just in a different way. So that'll be coming out soon. Next Monday is our In Partnership We Shine coaching sneak peek or virtual open house. Now, this is a great opportunity to invite people to something. Anybody that's asked you about a program, anybody that's asked you about the discount, anybody that might be interested in becoming a coach, this is a great thing to invite them to. I don't know if you are familiar with what it is, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. So maybe you can share that with anybody that's interested. It is 3-day Facebook group. Me, myself, Robin, Annette, and Shalise do posts throughout the day. We have about 6 posts every day. We have people on our team that do testimonials and share about coaching and what they like about it. We have some informational videos and information that goes on there about Beachbody as well as coaching. It talks about why you want to be a coach, what are the benefits of it, how do you get the discount, and so on and so forth. So it's a really great opportunity for anybody that might maybe want to be a coach. Ask them if they want to join. Ask them, hey, we have this 3-day sneak peek coming up or virtual open house. It's no obligation. It's free. Just a chance for you to check out more information about Beachbody and more information about coaching. And then after that, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. So keep a list of anybody who you think might be interested and ask if they want to join. It doesn't hurt. And if anything, it might get a conversation started about a possible program they want to do, and if they're not ready for coaching just yet. So that's coming up on Monday, but you can, we haven't even opened it up yet. So you have at least till, Sunday to let me know if you have people, so I'll add you in. After that, we've been known to add people in up until Tuesday or Wednesday because they can go back and review all the posts. We leave it open usually at least till Sunday, the following Sunday. So you can always add people in late, and they can just check out the posts that they've missed throughout those 3 days. The next thing I want to talk about is Summit. This is kind of our last chance. Like I said, I have a coach who can't make it. She has a $99 ticket that she's willing to pass along to somebody else. July 15th to 19th in Nashville. Anybody wants to go, let me know. I can pass that along. If not, I'm going to put it out to the In Partnership We Shine team. See if anybody wants to take it. She has to transfer it to somebody else by June 30th, or she can't transfer it. So if you're interested in going to Summit, it's 25,000 coaches, all with the same motivation and all ready to learn. And it's a great opportunity. You get to meet the trainer or work out with the trainers. You get to have a lot of really great information sessions. A lot of top coaches are there, male, female, all shapes and sizes, everybody. So if you even think you might want to go, ask me and I will be happy to answer any questions. I'm so excited. I didn't get to go last year, so I'm very excited to go this year. It's going to be really, really great. If you cannot make it to Nashville, the next big event we have going on is called Super Saturday. It is going to be held July 25th or 26th, depending on where you are. Sometimes it's Saturday and sometimes it's Sunday. In the DC area, they're holding it on Sunday, July 26th. Unfortunately, since I'll be gone for 5 days the week prior, I don't think my husband is going to let me leave again the next weekend to go to Super Saturday, but it is just a half-day thing. It's a mini version of like these big events. So a lot of locals get together. You hear inspirational stories. You hear financial motivational stories, people that have found success in Beachbody. And then you hear any great big news or stuff that may have come out at Summit too. So you'll get any kind of updates that you may have missed at Summit. If you can go, put it on your calendar because it is awesome. You will walk away feeling rejuvenated. You can bring some friends. Usually friends are free. And for coaches, it's usually maybe a minimal like $5, $10. It is really a great experience. Like I said, it's a half-day thing. It's once a quarter. So this will be the one in July, and then we won't have it again until September or October. But look it up. If you're in the DC area, I can help lead you to the one that is for us. It's held in Springfield at the Watergate. Waterford, I believe is where they're having it. I can lead you to the Facebook page if you're in the DC area. If you're not, let me know, and I can help link you to the one that's in your area. But you can take friends. It's a great way to get new coaches to come and join you because they leave there just as excited as you are and they want to do this just as much as you do. So that's Super Saturday. Go if you can go. So those are all the business stuff. So I kind of want to take a few minutes to talk about a few different topics. The first thing I wanted to talk about was forming. Not sure if you guys have seen this probably in some of the new coach training you have, but I wanted to just talk a little bit about what it is and why is it important to start with something like forming before you put Beachbody on somebody. So forming is just basically building the initial relationship with somebody, either a new person you just met or somebody you're reconnecting with. A way to find a connection to them before you talk Beachbody. So the form stands is an acronym. It stands for some stuff. So the F in form stands for family. So you want to check on if you're reconnecting. Hey, how's it going? How's your family? How are your kids? If I haven't seen you in so long, how's your brother and sister doing? Ask them about their family. What O is for occupation. What do you do for a living? If you work with them, maybe talk about what they do compared to what you do. Talk a little bit about what you have in common with work. Maybe it's somebody you used to work with. So talk about, ask them how they're liking their new position or where they are now. The R stands for recreation. What do they like to do for fun? Do they play sports? Are they in a club? What have you guys been up to? Have you been going camping with your family? Do you like to go to the beach? What are your plans for this summer? So those are all just different ways to connect and build a relationship with someone before you Beachbody them, basically. We joke a lot about, because I know just starting out, you kind of want to, as Shalise would put it, vomit Beachbody. Like hey, guess what? You'll never guess what I'm doing. This is so awesome. The workouts are so great. I really would love for you to join. And people kind of can get a little turned off by that if you're not building something with them first, if you're not talking to them a little bit about themselves or what's going on with them before that. And then you can the M stands for message. So after you get to know them, you want to find a way to connect what they're telling you about with Beachbody. So say they're talking about going to the beach in a couple weeks. Oh, well, that's awesome. What beach are you going to? I don't know if you know, but right now I just started. Just started as a beach health and wellness coach for Beachbody. Basically, I take these programs. You do them from your house, and I help with the accountability and support to get you through them to help you find success. We have a great program that will help you get ready for the beach if, your beach trip, if that's something you're looking for. If they talk to you about how stressed out they are at their new job, hey, what are you doing to combat that stress? Or do you exercise at all? Have you factored in maybe adding some exercise to your life? So you kind of have to work off of them and figure out a way to kind of take what's going on with them and put it into your message and make them feel like you can help them. Well, you can, not make them feel like that. That didn't come out the way I meant, but you want them to, understand how you can incorporate what you're doing into their lives. Hey, I noticed on Facebook that you've been running a lot. Did you know that we actually have a customer that swears that Shakeology has increased her running time? Would you like to hear more about it? So, ask them about their running, ask them about the races they're coming up, or if they're training for something, and then talk to them about how Shakeology's improved running times of customers that we know on our team. So forming is a really great way to talk to people and kind of just get to reconnect with them. I know when I've mentioned before about adding new people, when I started Beachbody, I decided that I was going to turn my Facebook page into business. And I friended a lot of people that I wouldn't have friended before. And I've reconnected with a lot of these people. And, you know, just sending them messages, just, hey, how's it going? How have things been? And then just, you know, a lot of them sometimes respond back and sometimes they don't. But when they do, then, you know, we talk a little bit and then, hey, I'm not so sure if you've noticed, but I am a health and fitness coach for Beachbody, and this is what I'm doing, and I'd love for you to join me. So, you know, find a way to reconnect with some of those people that you used to work with, people that are friends of friends that you've met at a party, or, you know, just different opportunities to go through a friends list. And maybe you'll find some people that maybe you knew from high school or knew from college. So those are all good ways to add people, and then you start forming them and talking to them a little bit more before you even talk Beachbody to them. So that's forming, and you get that a lot, and you'll hear it a lot, especially initially starting off. You know, once you kind of, you always want to do that. Even if I'm at my daughter's school or at my son's school, like I try and get to know people a little bit more before I even bring up Beachbody with them. I want to know what grade their kids are in, or what have they been up to when the kids are at school. So all that kind of stuff helps you to establish which route you want to go down with them in terms of inviting them. So that leads me to the next thing, inviting. Just a few things I want to talk about inviting. The one thing that's been talked about a lot by a lot of coaches, and they encourage their newer people to write down like 5 or 10 close friends or family. And sometimes all it takes is for you to just ask them, hey, I am just starting out doing this. I would love to share with you what I'm doing. Would you be willing to help me? Would you be willing to help me get started? And with that, I'm going to help you, you know, have a quick and easy breakfast on the go. I'm going to help you find the right program that might meet your needs. So sometimes it just takes asking some of your closest family, are they willing to help you get started? And then maybe ask them, do they have, you know, a couple names of people that they might be willing to share with you that you could talk to, or friends that you could send a friend request for. So that is one thing to maybe kind of get you started, get you kicked off by asking some friends or family if they're willing to help you get started. Otherwise, like I said, what I did when I first started was I kind of went through my friends list and I just sent messages. Hey, I'm not sure if you noticed, but this is what I'm starting to do. I'm super excited about it. If you're ever interested in hearing more about it, please let me know. That was it. Some people responded, some didn't. Some are still responding now, and I hadn't heard from them for a year and a half. So, you know, sometimes people won't respond and others will. And then from there, you know, you want to, well, hold on, I'll go to that part next. But when you're inviting people to things, whether it be on a Facebook post or a personal invitation, you want to get specific. I have 5 spots left. Make it urgent. Make people feel like they need to get it now. That's why we said fit by the 4th, because if you buy it now and you get it by the 15th, then you can lose some weight by the 4th of July. So you want people to make them feel like it's urgent, not that they have to wait till, you know, the end of the month. Oh, the sale lasts till the end of the month. Well, they may change their mind like 5 times between now and then. So you want people to feel like they need to get in one of those slots. Make it urgent, 5 spots left. Make it specific. We have a group starting on June 15th. I mean, you could tell them we have a group starting on June 22nd. Pick a date. We have a group starting, and I'd love for you to join. Would you like to learn more about it? If you don't want to just call it, not many people will know what a group is, so maybe, you know, I have a accountability and support group for, some of our programs starting out. I'd love to help you. Let me know if I can help you, find out what goals you're trying to meet. So just be specific and make it feel like urgent and that something fun and they're not going to want to miss out on. Like, this is You know, how much do you love it? If you love it, then, you know, they're going to love it too. So then when you get a yes, or somebody that's like, yeah, sure, tell me more about it, that's when you really want them to feel like you're not just trying to sell them the 21-day fix no matter what because it's on sale. That's important for you to make them understand that you want to find out their goals. So by asking them, tell me about your own health and fitness goals. Tell me about your financial goals if you're possibly talking about coaching. I want to make sure I get the right program for you. So you want to always make sure that you're finding out what their goals are. And then if they tell you, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds and, you know, this is what I've been doing, but it doesn't seem to be working. And that's when I kind of get more specific. Okay, well, do you feel like eating and portion control is a problem? Do you like a faster paced workout? Do you want a low impact workout because you have bad knees? And that's when we can kind of get more specific and find people the programs that they want or need at that moment. Then after you've presented them with some information, make sure that you ask a question. Don't just leave it for them and then leave it open. When do you think you'll be able to check this out? When can I follow up with you? They'll say, oh, I'll check it out today or tomorrow. Okay, well, can I follow up with you on Saturday? Does that sound okay? You know, check this out and be sure to let me know what you think. And then afterwards, maybe a day later, do you have any questions I can answer? So be sure you're always following up and make sure you ask as much as possible. You end it with a question. So they have something that they need to respond to you, not that they can just let it sit in their inbox. Be sure to follow up. I usually give them a day or so to check out the information. If they haven't, hey, I'm just following up. Do you have any questions? You know, and if they say no, I'll say, okay, well, are you ready to get started? Or, you know, and if they say no, I say, okay, well, when can I follow back up with you? Or when, you know, so just be sure that you are just be sure that they are all, you're keeping up with them. Sometimes I know getting started, I always felt like I was being pushy. You're not, believe me. People just don't always, they want to respond, but then they forget and then they move on and it's busy and crazy. And then a lot of people need that reminder. And sometimes even after 2 or 3 times, I'll say, I'm so sorry. I hope I'm not being a bother, but I want to make sure that I get you in this group before it's too late. And then they'll be like, oh, no, you're not bother. I haven't had a chance to get to it. Thank you for the reminder. So it's okay to just say, sorry if I'm bothering you. Or sorry if, I just want to make sure that we are on the same page. However it comes out from you, but just make sure that you're following up and that understanding that you're not bothering them, that we tend to be, I'm hyper-focused on Beachbody because this is my job and this is what I want to get in and I want to make sure everybody gets in groups. So I know every person I'm following up with. If you think about how many people you got in your inbox and how many times you've probably been like, oh, I'll get back to this, and then you don't really get back to it. That happens a lot. So no, sometimes people aren't, ignoring you. They just aren't getting to it. One other thing I did put in the back office, not in the back office, I'm sorry. I put in our files section of our Team Limitless was a file called the Customer 5-Step Invitation Process. It gives a really great example of what you can say and how you can invite and different things you can ask them. It's a really great little tool that you could use for your invitation process. So if you look in the Team Limitless page under files, I just added it tonight and it's called Customer 5-Step Invitation Process. So that's another tool for you to use for inviting. Just one last thing about that is if you don't know an answer, it's okay to say, I don't know. I'm starting out, let me find out from my coach and I'll get right back to you. I am happy to get on a phone call with you, a 3-way phone call, and talk to somebody about some programs. I'm happy to get on a combination message on Instant Message. I am happy to, I have a coaching webinar that I created. It's like 10 minutes long. We could send that to any of your customers that might be inquiring about coaching. So I am here to help, especially if you're just starting out. I know it can be hard not knowing always what to say and how to say it. So I'm happy to help at any time. Just let me know and I'll be there. So one last thing I want to end with is talking about your why. So I found a quote, and then we're going to talk a little bit about your why, and I'm going to give you guys a little homework this week. So the quote is, "Success occurs when your dreams get bigger than your excuses." So when I first started, my goal was, I'll just do this. I'll make a little extra money. This would be fun. I'll get the discount. Over the times, my why has definitely changed. I love helping people. This has become something that, more than anything, has become something for me. So when I create my why, it's going to be different than everybody's why. Your own why is different. Each person's why is different. Is your why, why are you a Beachbody coach? Is it for your own health and fitness? Is it a financial reason? Is it to help other people? Is it a combination of all of those? So whatever it is, it can change. It could change in a week. It can change in 2 months. Everybody's why changes, but you need to know what your why is, because you can come up with excuses. You can come up with reasons why this isn't going to work. You can come up with, but if you believe in your why and you believe in those dreams that you have of becoming a Beachbody coach and what it could do for you, then you will see success. There's no doubt in my mind. So that's why that quote kind of stuck out to me. But what I want from everybody is to take some time this week and create their why. You don't have to share it if you don't want to. I'd love to hear some people's this week, and I'll put something out there on our team page at some point this week. If you can share it and you feel comfortable doing it, then great. But just take a minute to think about what your why is. So then you can start thinking about what those dreams are. Reach big, reach high. Your why could be what? Pay off all your debt. Your why could be, it can be huge. It doesn't have to be, something that, it could be whatever you want it to be. So reach for those and then think about them, and we will, that's your homework, is to, what is your why? And how are you going to let your dreams overtake those excuses to be successful in this business? So anybody on the call have any questions right now that they want to talk about, or anything that I feel like it's so hard being the only person running these calls because I talk the whole time. And so I'm like, I get off, I'm like, oh my God, I've been talking the whole time. I wonder if everybody's sick of hearing my voice yet. So if you guys have any questions, we have 10 minutes.
I don't really have any questions right now. I'm working on the personal development aspect right now. And
do you have anything you could recommend to anybody that you've been listening to or reading?
I'm reading The Compound Effect that you had recommended a while back.
Okay.
And I'm not very into it because I am just now getting to it, but I have really enjoyed it. So yeah. It's very helpful. It makes sense. It's just the thought to do it.
Yes, and The Compound Effect is a really good book to get started with, because it explains to you kind of the business of, the multi-level marketing, and how basically it can all compound. Like, you help one person, they're going to help 2 people. Those 2 people are going to help 3 people. So the more effort you put into your one person, they're going to all build into a compound, the compound effect builds. So that's a really great personal development book. It's highly, highly recommended when you're first starting out, to start out by reading The Compound Effect. some podcasts. I sometimes listen to Chalene Johnson. I know Abby's been listening to the Monday National Coach Wake Up Call. Those are always great. I love those calls.
I like Shalene's too. I've gotten hooked on both of hers.
Yeah, she's got some good stuff too. She's really good for social media aspect too. She gives you some really good stuff about social media tips and that kind of stuff. I am reading. I have it in the other room. I just started it. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But I do also have Audible. So I did Go for No, which is a great book on the Audible. And I also am doing on Audible, I'm looking it up right now, just so you have a couple things you guys could pick from. Today Matters by John Maxwell. I know John Maxwell has a ton of great books out there. But Audible, like while I'm walking the dog, while I'm driving in the car, I listen to it. Even if it's I notice after 10, 15 minutes, if I start to wander off, I just turn it off and start back, later on. But those are all really important. So make sure you're speaking to your personal development, and if you're having a bad day, that's the day you need to be even more so picking up or listening to a podcast or listening to National Wake Up Call. If you get a lot of no's, that's an extra day. You need to do it and feel like that all these people got all those no's too. Okay, I'm going to keep trying. It's going to be a new day tomorrow. We are less than halfway through the month. Sorry. You have plenty of time to reach your goals this month, so you can do it. Bob, do you have any questions before we get off?
I do, but I need to put them all together and be able to talk to you coherently.
Okay. Well, how about you write your questions down and message me, and we'll find the time to talk or get together.
All right. Very good.
Yeah, we'll do that soon.
Good.
All right. And if anybody listening has any questions, same thing. Write them down. I'm happy to answer your questions anytime. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for getting on. I am really appreciative of the time you take to listen and to get on these calls. And I will talk to you. I'll see you again next week.
All right.
Good night. Bye.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah.